Oh, hi. It's just reading a favorite horror classic of mine. So it's Halloween, and you might be thinking to yourself, man, I wish I knew how to tell a good scary story. And for that, you come to me. Today, I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to tell a scary story. First of all, what you're going to want is a roaring fire, which we have. Second of all, you're going to want it to be dark. Not too dark, because then obviously no one can see you. So for that, you have a flashlight. Preferably one that you can hold up under your face, like this. My face looks creepier now, doesn't it? Yeah. Then you want a good story. Now to actually tell the story, to actually sell it, you want to build tension. You want to hit the audience with a relatable situation. You know, you're taking your girlfriend for a date, hear on the radio that there's a maniac on the loose. Some girl is babysitting, starts getting phone calls from inside the house. Girl gets dared by her friends to spend the night in the graveyard, something like that. So to demonstrate some of the good techniques, shut this off, of a horror story, I'm going to tell you my own horror story. This one will be even scarier because it's entirely true. So sit back and enjoy how a master tells a scary story. This happened when I was a kid. My parents went to this wedding. They took my sister with them, and they left me alone with my babysitter, Rachel. We were out there playing in the yard, and all of a sudden, we heard this crash. Big crash, just, you know, earth-shattering. So we're sitting out there in the yard. We're looking at each other, and we're both freaked out. Something's obviously inside the house. So we go down the street to her house, and we call the cops. We say we think someone's broken into my house. Cops come out. 2 officers do a full perimeter check of the house. They don't find anything. So they leave. They tell us everything's fine, no worries, and Rachel decides to call my parents, tell them what's what. You know, it's her responsibility. So she does, and my parents tell her, you know, we're on our way home, don't worry about it, just keep Taylor safe, keep him calm, everything will be fine. So we sit down on the couch here, we start watching a movie. Midway through the movie, we hear this other big bang, like BOOM! Coming from inside our downstairs bathroom. Now in the bathroom, there was a shower rack, kind of just catty corner from the bathtub. It sounds like someone had pulled that tower rack off and just thrown it on the floor. So once again, Rachel and I are just staring at each other like, what's going on? What was that? Rachel gets up, decides to go check it out. And of course, I'm not staying there by myself, so I'm just clinging to her for dear life. We walk down the hallway to the bathroom, slowly. It was so quiet you could have heard a pin drop. We open the door, and it just kind of creaks open. And lying there on the floor, sure enough, is the towel rack. And off to our right, we can see the bathtub. And there's a curtain drawn. And at the time, I didn't know if it was just my imagination, but it looks like there's something behind the curtain. So Rachel approaches the curtain really slow. She reaches out, and her hand is shaking. She grabs the curtain, throws it back, and there's this guy sitting there, chilling. Didn't have a crazy look on his face, or he wasn't covered with blood or anything like that. No. He was just sitting there, dressed in street clothes, The only thing that was weird about him was he was completely bald. I mean, completely bald. Like, not like he had lost his hair, but shaved his head. He had no eyebrows. Just smooth as a baby. Okay? And he turns his head. And he looks at us. And then he smiles, this funny little smile, just like... Well, obviously, Rachel and I split from the bathroom. We go charging down the hallway. I guess our idea was that we would run upstairs and lock ourselves in one of the upstairs bedrooms and call the cops. We can hear this guy behind us just bang, 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 bang. His feet coming after us. We start running up the stairs. I'm halfway up the stairs. 6 years old. I've never been this scared in my life. I trip and I fall. Halfway up the stairs. And Rachel, we'd gotten separated going up the stairs, so she's sitting there on the top riser just looking at me. Her eyes are wide. All the color has drained out of her face. She is paper white. And just as I go to stand up, I feel this hand clamp down on my ankle. And I start getting pulled back down the stairs. And I turn around and this guy has got me. And he's still smiling, that funny little smile. And he's got his hand around my ankle. He's pulling on my leg. He's pulling on my leg just like I'm pulling on yours. See, that's the other part of telling a good scary story. A, you gotta convince them it's true. B, gotta throw in some humor in it for the kids, you know? These are skills that honestly can last you your whole lifetime. You know, you can use them on essays, on stories for class, anything. Build tension, believe in what you're saying, and most of all, have fun. So, have a happy Halloween. Talk to you soon.